Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devin Singletary, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Falcons 7, Riverhawks 0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says it's...
And all the way in for the touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Riverhawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Second and 3. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On second down, a run with Breida. Room here to run. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 20. 119 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A run between the tackles with Breida. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run again with Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Riverhogs have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Second and 9 now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action, Corral. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown! So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Check right. Hey, hold down.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Let's go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run here with Singletary. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Robinson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off.
Fair catch made on the 24-yard line. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10, Corral. And his throw is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Corral looking to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Corral to throw once again. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Corral. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Corral. And that will be incomplete as well.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
On the double.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Complete to Devin Singletary. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And able to work his way down to the 16. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Corral takes a shotgun snap. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They're going to look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
It looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On third down, here's Corral. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Corral going to sneak it.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes when we call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. The quarterback's job is pretty easy here.
It really is. It's about inches. Just go get it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it all for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
Give them a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Breida, they'll go up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And Corral will throw it. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Corral throwing for it on 4th. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And his throw's is going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
Let's go.
Complete to Kyle Pitts. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down at the 9.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now a give running left is Breida. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Throwing here, Corral. Caught on the slant. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Corral going to sneak it. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Ultra.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Let's go now. Go ultra.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. A give left side to Robinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Certainly some pressure here on young Ray Koo. This for the lead in the final stages. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they score too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's Corral. On the move to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Touchdown! Marquise Brown, 52 yards. And the Riverhogs use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it?
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stump the run and then execute it.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. third down, a run from Breida. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Back to throw. London holds this one in. Able to get out across the 40-yard line, so a spectacular play to begin this drive. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get into the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip, try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team, and try and get to the end zone that way.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end on that.
You got to choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You got to choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth, then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100.